Welcome. So in our today's session, we are going to learn about what is Power BI, why do we need this Power BI, what are the different components are there in Power BI, and we will start with the Power BI desktop tool, and we will see all this one by one. So Power BI, as we have seen, it's a data visualization tool. For the data visualization, we are using this Power BI, right? So for the business intelligence, whenever the business they want to track their business, we are going with this Power BI tool. And if you look at the Power BI, so this is the agenda for today. What is Power BI and why do we need this Power BI? Where it will be used? What are the different components of Power BI? So that's what we are going to see. So what is Power BI? So Power BI is a business analytics service from Microsoft. So Microsoft, they have started Power BI in the year of 2011. It's a 10 years before. So that is the latest version. So we have, after that, they have implemented a lot of different versions. Before Power BI, so we have MSBI, Microsoft Business Intelligence. So they have combined all the Excel sheet functionalities, the advanced Excel sheet functionalities, and MSBI and SSRS. So SQL Server reporting service. So all these tools capabilities they have combined, and they have started with a new tool called Power BI. It provides the interactive data visualizations for the business, and it has the capability of having the AI concepts. And they are also the Power BI, the Microsoft also they are increasing. They started increasing the AI capabilities in the newer version. So in our last version also, they have increased 2 or 3 different types of chart in the existing chart. So that's what they are, each and every version they are implementing new concept, and it is connect and visualize the data, any data using from Microsoft Power BI. So why do we need this Power BI? So Power BI, it's a business intelligence tool. As we have seen already, it's a business intelligence tool. It handles a wide variety of data sources with massive data volume. So that's one thing. So I have already shown you that how it will connect, right? The different data sources, all the variety of data sources it can connect. Data visualization for the data science and machine learning projects. So it is used to do data visualization for the data science as well as machine learning project also. So nowadays all the data science and machine learning projects we are using this Power BI. Advanced business analytics. So we can use for a lot of business analytics. So business development team, marketing team, reporting team. So all kind of reporting. So we are using this Power BI. So how we have the Alexa or Siri with integrated with IoT devices, right? The same way we have in Microsoft, we have the Power BI, we have the Cortana integration. So it will do all the API integrations, and it will be used for the business analytics. So that's what the Power BI are used. And if you look at here, there are a lot of other features also from the Power BI. So we have something like Power Platform. So from the Power Platform, we have one platform from Microsoft called Power Platform. So from the Power Platform only, we have the Power BI. So they have combined with the Power Query Editor. To transform all the data, and then we have the Power Pivot. So all these different components are there. We will see one by one. Okay, and it's very cost effective. So very cost effective than other BI tools. So if you look at the price wise, right? So the Tableau, it's very costly, and it can interact with Tableau can interact with huge volume of data. So those who are already using this Microsoft, they'll go for this the Power BI products. Cost effective, it's less than 10 times less than the other BI tools. Okay, and it has API, okay, application protocol interface. So for the cloud integrations, so all the cloud integration, we can use this Power BI. Like it can integrate with Azure and all the data sources, like all the big data source, all the cloud data sources. The Power BI can interact, and very user friendly, and we can create interactive dashboard. So we can create a lot of interactive dashboard. So it is not only the static dashboard, it's a dynamic dashboard. It will be more interactive. These are all the different reasons why the companies are moving towards on the Power BI. One is cost effective. Other one is you can, those who are already have Microsoft product, they will go for Power BI. And those who are already using that Excel sheet, right? Excel sheet for their applications, it's a cost effective, they will go for the Power BI. So it's an industry leader as well as easier to connect with the different data. So powerful and performance with performance wise, it can handle so huge volume of data also. And custom and open source visuals. So open source means Power BI desktop is open source. We can use it for free. But whenever we are going for Power BI service or Power BI Pro, desktop Pro, it's a cost, but less cost only. So it has all the familiar features with Microsoft Excel. Those who are working on the Microsoft Excel concepts, they can use Power BI with easily. No need to spend a lot of time for the learning. And security wise and governance wise, it has all the security perspective and real-time information. So all the informations, whatever we are seeing, so that's a interactive real-time information that it's nothing but, so whenever the data is getting changed in the source system, in Power BI also, the data will automatically get changed in the real time. So it will automatically get reflect. And also we can have the inline, so in-memory computation. So we can have in-memory computation over here. Whatever the data it is available in the source system, we can extract and store it in the Power BI service so that it will be used as an extract data source for the Power BI applications. So different data modeling and large data set you can have in one single dashboard. So that's what the companies have moving towards on the Power BI. And we do have different components in Power BI. So Power Query, Power Pivot, so Power View, Power Map, and Power QA. So Power Query is nothing but it's a data connection tool. Okay, so Power Query, by using this Power Query, we have the even Power Query editor we have. By using that, it's a data connection tool. So to transform or combine and enhance our data from several sources. So whenever we are opening that edit data, right, it will go to the Power Query editor. Then Power Pivot, we have, this is the data modeling tool for creating the data models. And also it is an in-memory analytics. So all this data will be stored in Power BI server itself. Power View, yeah, that's what the view we have. It's a visualization tool that generates interactive charts, graphs, maps, and other visuals. Okay, we have the Power Map. Okay, it's another 3D visuals which has all the map capabilities. Like whenever we have the data for the different regions or different countries, it will have the Power Map. Okay, so Power QA. So we have the question and answers, the chart. So it's a layman perspective. If you are giving the data, input data to the Power BI, so it will give you the resultant as a chart. So that's what the components in Power BI. So different components are there. So this is the architecture of Power BI. If you look at here, the left-hand side, we have the heterogeneous data sources. So we have the different, sorry, here is a spelling mistake. So heterogeneous data sources. We have all the data, different data sources, like we have so all kind of data sources like RDBMS and cloud data sources. And also we have the different flat file sources. So flat file in the sense like we have the Excel sheet, CSV, text file, the Parquet file, and we have the XML file. So all kind of data sources, it can extract the data from here. And even the cloud data sources, all the cloud data sources, it can extract and transform. We are loading into a data warehouse or data lake, right? And then even from the data lake we will take, or data warehouse we will take, or you can directly go into the data sources. You can connect to the Power BI, and then we can take the data. So we will create a different data visualization, and it will be given to the business users. So this is what the data warehouse and ETL plus business intelligence architecture. So we do have, if you look at here, there are different heterogeneous sources. We can connect directly to the Power BI, but normally we will not connect directly. We will connect to the data. We will do the ETL process and we will load the data into a EDW or EDL data warehouse or data lake environment. So from this environment, we will extract the data for the visualization. Okay, this is what we'll go for the Power BI architecture. So different kind of reports we will create. Then business users will analyze the different kind of dashboards. Then they will come up with some solutions, some decisions they will take. So this is what the Power BI architecture we have. These are all very basic component only. And if you look at the Power BI product family, so these are all the Power BI products. We have the Power BI desktop. So that's what we are going to work on, the desktop environment. As the developer, we are going to work on Power BI desktop and Power BI service. We have Power BI service. So it's on-premises cloud services. We can extract the dashboard, whatever we have developed by using Power BI desktop and publish into the Power BI service. It's like a server. And we do have one component called Power BI mobile. See, the mobile applications, so Android or iOS, we can install it, Power BI mobile, and whatever, so you can have the access for the Microsoft, whatever the Power BI dashboard we are generating, it will be available on the mobile. So on the fly, you can able to access your reports. And Power BI report server, the premium and pro version of Power BI. So that will be available in Power BI report server. So we will see that report server, Power BI service and Power BI mobile after some time in detail. And we do have, if I have the Power BI desktop, we cannot collaborate with different Power BI reports in the real-time environment. So we need to upgrade with Power BI Pro. And even for the Power BI report server, we need to go for the Power BI Premium. And mostly we'll have the SQL Server Enterprise Edition for the databases, all this for the Power BI. So these are all the different products we have. So I have explained here what is the Power BI desktop. So what is that online Power BI services, right? So Power BI service is nothing but online software as a service. Okay, that's what we will use. And Power BI mobile apps for Windows, iOS, and Android devices. Power BI report server is to allow you to publish Power BI reports to an on-premises report server after creating them in Power BI desktop. So this is what the Power BI report server will be used. The server, we will be deploying it. Connect with Power BI desktop. We'll see what is the Power BI desktop. So Power BI desktop only is the developer's tool. So as a developer, we'll be having the Power BI desktop, and then we will be connecting with the different data sources. We can have joins, and we can create a data model, and we can do all the transformation in the data, and we can create a reports. So we do have different views. 3 views are available in Power BI desktop. The first one is data model. So we will create a data model, okay, relationship between the tables, and we will bring the data, and we will collaborate with all the data here. Then once the data model has been created, all the data will be available here in the data module. So there we can do the transformation of the data. If you want to apply some transformation, you want to add some columns, you want to create some calculated columns, you want to create some measures, you want to create some new tables, and you want to combine with existing tables. So that we can do in the data. Then you can go for the view report. So we can create all kind of reports. So we'll be having different pages there. We will create the reports. Then Power BI service, as I told, it's a cloud version of Power BI. This is the Power BI Online. Okay, the Power BI Online, it's a software as a service. Ability to control how you can share your work with others. So that's what it is. Sharing your whatever the dashboard we have created, sharing with the business users by using the Power BI service. Okay, and we have something called, so this is the Power BI analytics using, as I have mentioned, this is the Power BI. By using the Power BI, we can create different kind of reports. So if you look at here, this is the stacked bar. So this is the bar chart. This is also bar chart, pie chart and gauge chart, and different chart cards. We have different, this is the map. Okay, map view we have seen, right? So by using the map view, we can depict the data in the map also. Easily we can understand how the countries are performing all this. We can create one single dashboard. We can have many chart in one single dashboard. In Power BI, we have AI capabilities. So we have, so automatically it will find the patterns of data, and then it will give you the some kind of reports. So in Tableau also we have AI capabilities. And if you heard about this ClickSense, right? So ClickSense, they have implemented a lot of AI concept. So even in Power BI and Tableau, we have to create some chart. In ClickSense and all, once we have developed our data modeling, ClickSense automatically give you like so 5 to 6 chart by default. Whenever we are connecting the data, if you're going for the views, it will automatically give you the same kind of data AI concept they are bringing in. They are working on the Power BI working on, and we have something like a QA, right? The QA visuals we have. This is one of the recently they have implemented this QA, and by using this NLP, that natural language processing, they are bringing this QA visuals. So whenever you are having some questions about the data, if you have a layman questions, then if you type the questions here, so Power BI will give you the reports, the chart very nicely. So within a fraction of seconds, it will give you the reports, different kind of reports. You want pie chart, you want bar chart, so all kind of chart, it will give it to you. So this is what you have, the question and answer visuals. Then key influencers, this is one of the other chart we have. Types of they have implemented AI concept here. So it will give you this. It will helps the users to identify so which factors influence certain metrics. It will give you that metrics. Okay, you can see here. So it will give you all type of metrics here. So which one is influencing and why it is why, what is this kind of chart? It will give you here so that you can understand. So what is this? So what influences revenue to increase? Then it will give you this. Okay. So revenue to increase this particular country, and then this country is influencing here. Okay, that it will give you the data so that you can understand easily. Then we have the decomposition tree visuals. This is the new visuals they have implemented in the newer version. So whenever we have the data model, so hierarchy data model, we have the hierarchy in Tableau. Whenever we give the data in the hierarchy, so decomposition tree automatically finds the hierarchy and it will create so this kind of view. Okay, this kind of decomposition tree visuals. Okay, and you can go for the new AI capabilities in Power BI. So Azure, so we have the Azure cognitive services and the key driver analysis and machine learning algorithms. Everything you can go with Power BI.